What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Weekly Wizard Podcast, where we're talking all things comic-centric. I'm Brett, my co-host Warren. This week, we are talking about the Batman movie. It was terrible.
That movie sucked.
End of the video.
Yeah, peace.
Dude, that would be so good.
That's
That
just
would
how we
be
end it.
the most
This is our last podcast, and that's how we end it.
30-second video. Done. That would have been wow. So there's a little joke.
He doesn't
joke
actually
in there.
think that
Yeah,
it
no,
sucks.
I don't agree with that statement. Someone does, but it's not me.
I didn't think it sucked. It was okay at best.
Okay, so that's what we're gonna talk
It's
about.
not
today,
my
guys.
favorite Batman movie.
I mean,
What do you think my favorite Batman movie is?
if I had to guess, it's probably like Batman Forever or something, or like a George Clooney. You know what I'm saying? I'm assuming it's one of the George Clooney's, or maybe even a Val Kilmer. But
the 1989 Michael Keaton.
okay, I mean,
I love
fair
that
enough.
movie.
That's a great movie.
Heath Ledger was a great Joker.
Yeah.
You know, can't contest that. Jack Nicholson was also a great Joker.
Everyone who has played the Joker has done.
So do you know who-
brought their own unique.
Do you know who's next playing the Joker?
No, I don't. But I loved that there was a little teaser.
So-
there. I don't know who the dude is though.
It's Druig from the Eternals.
Really?
Yeah, Barry Keoghan. That was him in the shadow. That was the prisoner that kept laughing. Yeah, that was Barry Keoghan.
Okay.
Yeah. I had to look it up after the movie. I'm like, who was that?
That's gonna.
And
be
I looked it up, and yeah.
next level.
No.
Okay. Wow. I'm
We'll see.
even.
He's
more
already in
excited.
Arkham, so.
Oh yeah, I'm already now a lot more excited about that just from hearing that. That'll be great. Okay, so let's talk overall impressions, ladies and gentle friends. So we'll start with yours. Yeah, your overall thoughts on the movie as a whole.
It was way too long.
There's no such thing as
3
a Batman
hours.
movie that's too
Oh
long.
my God, 3 hours
No
long.
such thing.
I think it could have been 2 to 2.5 hours, and it would have been. I don't think anything would have been lost from the movie. There was a lot of like just kind of empty time where they're like panning through the dark city and blah 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 blah. There's a lot of that kind of stuff. I think it could have been 2 to 2.5 hours. I also thought the movie was just so dark. Like the movie had like 3 colors. It was like black, gray, and red. And yeah, I mean. It's like every Batman movie has to be darker and grittier than the last Batman movie.
And they
And
keep
then
pulling it off, man.
By like 2050, we're just going to have a black screen with like a growly
Just
voice.
Just noises.
I'm the night.
Oh.
Just that. That's the whole movie.
And I hope I'm around for it because I'm all here for it. I don't. It won't even matter who the actor is. That'll be the cool part.
So those are my things I didn't care for. We'll go into later my experience in the movie theater. I told you about that. That sucked. But the good things, I mean, like all of the casting I thought was really good.
So
Zoe
good.
Kravitz was awesome.
Oh,
Paul Dano was awesome.
Incredible.
Jeffrey Wright. I love Jeffrey Wright.
Crushed it.
And he was just an amazing Commissioner Gordon. Robert Pattinson was an excellent Batman. I did not think he was an excellent Bruce Wayne.
There's always one or the
Yeah,
other.
like
You know
I
what I'm
thought
saying?
Christian Bale was an amazing Bruce Wayne, but kind of Batman. Like I couldn't stand that voice. Like his Batman was just
I mean,
bad. And, but I enjoyed the movies overall. Like his movies, I enjoyed this movie overall. But I definitely had some nitpicks. The 3 hours of the man snoring next to me kind of sucked. So I really wish COVID would have just killed the theater industry. I mean, I know that puts people out of work, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
I've always hated going to movie theaters. And which is funny because I'm a pretty social dude, but just movie theaters, just sitting in a dark room with strangers is kind of weird. And paying, let's see, I paid $32 for tickets for me and my wife, and then I paid another like $36 for popcorn. I have to buy her a separate popcorn for me because I like to just drench mine in butter sauce, and she does not like that at all. So we each get a medium popcorn, or large drink, whatever, right? So that's like $36. So I spent $70-something to sit next to a guy who brought his 4-year-old that did not care about the movie at all and kept talking and do the whole thing. And then the dad keeps falling asleep and snoring right in my ear. I kept having to wake this grown man up. His wife, we had to get onto her because she started checking her TikToks in the middle of the movie. Like, it was insane.
I think that's why you didn't like them.
It definitely didn't help.
I'm
I wish
genuinely
I
sorry.
could sit at home. So
That's
last night, me and my wife, I was showing her a movie that I loved that she had never seen, Alien.
Oh,
The first Alien.
wow.
She'd never seen
classic.
it.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
one of my all-time favorite movies.
Yeah.
It is the scariest movie ever made. Like, it is such a psychological thriller.
Okay.
I mean, I love sci-fi.
Oh yeah, no.
And
Okay, yeah.
I when I was a kid, man, Alien
Just
scared
wrecked you.
the crap out of me.
Okay. All right.
And
We've all had-
and
we
it's
all
funny,
have
like
that movie.
I watch slasher flicks and all that stuff and just laugh. It's not scary at all.
Right.
But Alien scared the crap out of me.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch those.
So the first
Maybe
one is
it's been
scary.
too long.
The second one is just a sci-fi movie. Like,
I love those though.
me
Those are
too.
my jam.
Oh,
like the Sci-Fi Channel on TV.
Yeah.
Don't even.
So- the reason that we're doing this is we're going to do a David Fincher fest. We're going to watch all of David Fincher's movies. I love David Fincher.
Okay.
But his first movie was Alien 3, which was awful. It's the worst Alien movie.
Okay.
But my wife has never seen any of the Alien movies.
Oh.
And I'm like, cool, I want to watch
Great
Alien.
opportunity.
We're going to watch
yeah.
1, 2, 3,
Okay.
and then we'll start the David Fincher, because everything after 3 that he made was excellent.
Okay.
So we're talking like 7, Fight Club, Panic Room, The Game,
Yeah, he's got
Social
a lot.
Network, Gone Girl. Like, I mean, so many incredible movies.
Yeah.
And
He's out there.
yeah, I love David Fincher. But so we watched Alien last night, right? So the story I was getting to. We turned off all the lights in the house.
Ooh, that's the way to
We
go.
had little alcoholic beverages.
There you go. Even better way to do
yeah,
it.
I mean,
you really can't go wrong
You can go to like the balcony at the Warren and get that, or
for $100.
for $100, or I can sit at home. Let me tell you about this drink that I made because I'm so proud of it. It's so easy and
yeah,
very excited.
kids
it's-
cover. No, I'm
Yeah,
kidding.
I mean, because kids would totally get into this drink. It is, it's like a chocolate cherry liquor, like kind of looks like chocolate milk, and I mixed that with some chocolate milk, so I had alcoholic chalky milk.
There are so many. Those are actually some of my favorite drinks.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, like you take like Kahlua and cream, or
Yeah.
you take like vodka and like a coffee liqueur. Like,
Yeah.
oh, dude, those are top tier.
Oh my god, this was so
Alcoholic
good. Like,
chalky milk, guys. I mean, fam, if you aren't on that,
and my
You're
wife
missing
calls me today. She's like, "Hey, I'm at the liquor store right now. What was that liquor?" Because I ran out last night, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, it's chocolate cherry."
I'll send you a picture. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
hilarious.
yeah.
There you
Oh,
go.
I'm excited.
Yeah. See, so you were having the perfect movie experience.
Yes. Oh,
At
it was
home.
so great. And, we got a big enough screen TV. I think it's like a 50-something inch. It's not a big 80-inch or anything,
Yeah,
but it was fine.
That's enough. Yeah.
And I've got the movies on Blu-ray, so we throw on. I've got the Alien quadrilogy or whatever. Quadrilogy.
That's
yeah.
hilarious,
In fact,
dude.
there's like 2 more
I'm about to
movies
say
now.
it should be like a sextilogy or
I think
something.
it's 5 or 6.
Something like
Yeah.
that.
I think
Well, I
they're
think
in
you add the
Covenant.
Prometheus,
The
and all
Prometheus,
the
yeah.
like, oh man.
So it was an awesome experience watching. I cooked dinner. We did it it was like a stuffed salmon. So we're eating dinner, drinking little alcoholic beverages, and
Yeah, man.
watching Alien. And it
Living
was
it
all the lights off in the house at night. Like it's dark in there, and I really enjoyed it. I want to get a surround sound system.
See, I feel like had your Batman experience been that,
I
you'd
might
be
have
like,
enjoyed it
oh
a
my
lot
god, that
more."
movie was so good.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you probably would have been more zoned in and less distracted and just kind of more
Possibly.
at peace with your oneness and really just
Possibly.
kind of into the. I am genuinely sorry.
Oh my
that
god,
this is the
guy's awful.
second time
Oh yeah, Eternals
in
was
yeah,
awful.
this is the second time that literally those 2 movies. Well, I guess it was Eternals and then Spider-Man: No Way Home, but still, like
Wait, what?
2 out of 3. I mean, you're just crapping the bed here, man. Like,
Yeah, Spider-Man: No Way Home wasn't bad. The
That
people next to me
sucks.
kind of sucked, but they weren't that bad. But Eternals, I had just this super like homophobic like so there was the sex scene that you can't see anything from like here up. I mean, it's just not even that bad. And they start, oh my god, blah, 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 to his wife, and I'm like, bro, you can't even see anything. And then there's the interracial kiss scene, the interracial gay kiss scene, and this guy flipped over it, and it's like, dude, it's 2021, like.
you know what's funny
This
is like
is
that doesn't
normal
even
now.
mean anything
This
to
is
some people.
fine.
It's crazy. Like it's crazy that the times mean nothing.
I'm
to
going to
some
be
people.
completely honest with
It's
you.
crazy.
If that guy had not flipped out over that, I probably wouldn't have even given a second thought to it happening in the movie.
Right.
Like, it's just normal now.
Yeah.
Like,
It just happens in the world.
people can love each other. Males, two men can love each other. It's a thing. It happens. Get over it, dude.
And that's what's so cool about comics is all the representation
Yeah.
of the entire world. It's not it's not all of our male superheroes are white and all of our super
Not anymore.
females are white. You know what I mean? It's like now some of them are black, some of them are gay, some of them are robots, some of them are aliens. Like it's just anyone and everyone can be involved in a positive way. Yeah.
Not in the 60s.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Well,
but...
those were different times.
But you know
We're
what?
in these times.
I have to say though, the comic industry was a pioneer in showing like African Americans in comic books. Like Falcon was definitely ahead of his time.
One of the oldest forms of media.
It is. It is.
The funny books, man. Like
Yeah.
they are literally they have been a constant form of media that have just paved the way for so many things throughout over 100 years now.
Yeah, I mean it's
around there.
Getting close. So the first like comic books like in a comic book form were in the late 20s.
Well, but even in like the funnies,
funnies, I mean those would be over 100 years old.
Yeah, like that's just it all started there, man. Like that's just
I think
crazy.
in the actual comic book form we're looking at about 1928, 1929 when those started. And then, superheroes 1938 was it Superman, I believe. Or 39, 38, 39, somewhere in there.
Somewhere, yeah. I mean, because they just did their 80th
very late 30s,
anniversary not that long ago. So, yeah, I mean, it's crazy. But again, I'm really sorry that you just keep getting your incredible experiences crapped all over, man, because I never have that problem.
Sick of movie theaters.
And
I'm going to go back and I'm going to see Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness in the theater.
Because you have to.
I mean, yeah.
Because you have to. You're going to see Morbius too, right?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna
April
go see
1st,
Morbius.
bro. I'm. You know what? The more I see,
is it April 1st?
Yeah.
Oh wow,
dude.
That's
so it's
soon.
March 30th is Moon Knight. The day after. Oh wait, is there a March 31st? There's a March 31st.
January, February, March. Yes, there are 31 days.
So
March. Do you know how to do that on your knuckles? If it lands on a knuckle, it's got 31 days. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December.
That is the.
If it lands on a knuckle,
interesting. I'm gonna
it's got 31
remember that.
days.
See, guys, we are providing incredible entertainment and quality stuff for you guys.
There's also a rhyme that I learned when I was a kid. I don't remember it anymore.
So actually, hold real quick. Speaking of incredible content, guys, we have. I haven't even brought this up yet, guys. We have a giveaway coming up.
Oh.
Yeah. At the.
I don't know about this.
It's. I'm pretty excited. Someone reached out to me.
Okay.
And they were like, "Yo, what's up?" And I was like, I said, "Word." Like, okay. So, been talking to somebody. We're gonna do a giveaway, guys. We're gonna do a giveaway at the 200 subscriber mark. Okay. And then we're gonna do another giveaway at every 100 subscriber mark, all the way up to 1,000.
Okay.
Like, I'm pretty hype about this.
What are we at? Like 130?
We're around like 120ish, something like maybe just over 120, something like that. So we're close. So, guys, like, subscribe, share this, tell people, because I'm telling you right now, we got some hot stuff that I am genuinely.
What are we giving away?
We're giving some comics away.
Oh, okay.
You know how we roll. Okay. So I'm not gonna lie. At first,
I don't even know what comics we're giving away. I'm
I
excited.
thought it was gonna be like a. Yes, you can.
I don't even know if I'm actually subscribed to our channel. Is that bad?
Yes, Warren, that's really bad. I love this guy.
No, actually, I'm just joking.
The 200 subscriber mark, guys. We are gonna do a giveaway. I'm super stoked about it. I think I might even chime in on it. I might drop like a handful of books or something at you guys just as a thank you. So
exciting!
Again,
I'm excited. I didn't even know this.
So share this with people, guys. Get people all up in here so we can start giving stuff away. So let's talk about
your experience at Batman.
My experiences have been. I saw it twice. Had to see it twice.
Okay.
I saw
the picture the second time where you took. Did you take Cal both times or did you just?
No, just the one.
Just second.
Yeah, no, just the one. I wanted to do one where I could just be all in.
You just went by yourself?
Time. Oh no, me and the fiance.
Okay.
And then the second time where I could take my son, and then if there were any distractions, I wouldn't be that concerned about it. Which is funny because you were next to a 4-year-old who was like, "Ah!" And my son, when I take him to the movies, he just
It's funny because I knew when I told you that that I had a 4-year-old or whatever sitting next to me, you were going to be like, well, my 4-year-old went and saw it. It was fine.
I know. It's just,
4-year-olds are different.
They are all different, but also parents are different too.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
This guy did not give a about
and that's
kid
a
distracting
shame.
everybody else. It's terrible.
It's
yeah.
such a it makes me wish that like the seats had like dividers where you could you could put some, I don't know.
Or I could just throw it on HBO Max at home and turn off all my lights and pop some popcorn and watch it at home.
And you know
and
what?
I only pay like $5 for.
And if that works for people, like if that's what you want to do, I do wish that that was an option right off the bat. But for me,
you like that theater experience.
I gotta, man. I've talked about that every time we've talked about a movie, man. Like, especially like a kaiju movie, dude. But no,
TVs are getting bigger,
and for sure, a Batman movie or just a superhero movie in general. I'm gonna see that in the biggest possible way. And
did you go IMAX?
I was not let out, just normal.
Just normal. Okay.
Both times. I just
did normal.
The IMAX doesn't make a.
I hate IMAX because I hate the seating in the IMAX theaters.
Really?
They don't do the recliners and stuff like that. And
it's all normals.
Yes. I have become so accustomed to the reclining seats and all that.
I'm back and forth on
I
those.
love the reclining
like
seats.
sometimes I'll just be sitting there all normal, and then I'm like, oh yeah, the seat does the thing.
And
then I'll be like, a little bit later, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go back to normal.
As soon as I get in that seat, man, I'm kicked back. I got my popcorn.
I'm half on that, but I can't think of a single time that I've had a movie experience like you have. Like, really? I can't think of a time where someone next to me has just been like a garbage human being and ruined something.
I mean, I've had it a lot of times other than these, but like these two have been just the most recent.
That sucks, man. I'm really sorry to hear that.
Very quiet. Like I want to watch my movie.
I'm done. Phone in pocket, dead.
Do not touch my phone. I laugh at the funny stuff. Whatever.
But you're not like obnoxious about it. Yeah.
No.
So my overall take, as we're how many minutes was this movie was wowzers.
So
man,
out of all the Batman movies,
I'm putting this one, and there's some pretense and some stuff here. I'm putting this one at the top.
Okay.
I have to. And
you're putting this above the 1966 Adam West, Burt Ward Batman movie.
Barely. All right, barely.
You've seen that movie?
No.
How have you never seen that movie?
This is from the 60s.
It's so good.
I don't even have one of those TVs with the knobs. I can't even watch it anymore.
I have it on Blu-ray. Would you like to borrow my Blu-ray? Will you watch it if I bring the Blu-ray?
If you actually
Blu-ray,
I will have no choice but to, and I'll actually genuinely enjoy that because I do enjoy me some Adam West Batman. But
sometimes you just can't get rid of a bomb.
So for me,
I have the whole show on Blu-ray.
This one, you bought the whole collector.
I've got the box set.
See, I almost bought that. See, now I have regrets. Anyways. This one was top tier for me, and I'm gonna say it's number one because, and I saw, and this is a hot take right here. It's an unpopular opinion, but I actually saw someone share this opinion, and I completely agreed with it. It said Heath Ledger's performance as the Joker and Christopher Nolan's trilogy as Batman and Christian Bale's performance and all that was the best for its time. And going back to them, they don't hold up the same way they did when they came out, and it's because of the times.
So I just rewatched.
We all went back and watched them.
I haven't rewatched the third one, but I rewatched the first two.
Yeah.
And
but you feel that, right?
They were good.
They're so
really good
good
movies.
Yeah.
Like again, I didn't care for the Batman voice.
Right. Yeah.
But overall, I mean, they were good movies.
And now, so many years later, like you go back and you watch it, they're great. You still have that love for them, but they just don't hit the same.
Yeah.
Too much time has passed. Too many things are different now. But I feel like this Batman movie, this time, overall, looking back on all of them, like this one was incredible. I thought that they just did so many cool things in this movie, and I love that there's gonna be more of it. Like it's just like when Batman Begins came out, and we knew there was gonna be another one. You were like, oh man, like
Yeah.
I can't wait for more of this. Like it's the same, like rehyping.
I mean, this was already teasing Joker for the second one.
Like,
I mean,
well, and okay, for me personally, that was like one of my like I didn't like that things. Like,
really,
I love the Joker, dude.
Yeah.
He's
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like we literally had to take him out of what are our favorite Batman villains because he's just so
yeah.
he's the
iconic.
one,
He
you
is
know?
the
yeah,
Batman
he's
bad
the
guy.
Batman villain, and I'll never not love him, but I would have loved so much more for it to have been anyone else in Arkham with
Yeah.
the Riddler.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like just like
Scarecrow. or...
well, I mean, no, like someone we haven't seen already. Like you have so
Calendar Man.
many options. Like, you know what I
Moth.
want to see? I want to see Killer Croc.
Killer Croc would be cool.
Like I had
That's Killer Croc. He's never even been in a.
No, he'd been in Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Whoop-de-doo.
Yeah.
Like I thought this out like a couple years ago when they did the announcement for the Batman. I was like,
God, it's been that long.
how cool would it be to do? Because they were talking about how this was going to be like the detective one. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Where he's
yeah.
like solving. I was like, how cool would it be if they had like like the first one is like the detective,
Yeah.
the second one is like horror,
Okay.
and then the third one is like all action, like just all cuffs, just for like you know what I mean? Like how cool? Because think about that, like. The detective, you got your Riddler and your your Penguin and like this whole big
Down to
case,
earth.
and it was awesome,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I mean, it was so cool to watch him watch all this unfold and like the murders and the you know what I mean, like
Yeah,
following the
yeah.
breadcrumbs and like that was solving riddles. That was so cool. Now let's jump to the next one, fear, horror.
Yeah.
Let's get Scarecrow in the mix because fear,
Yeah.
but let's actually put some scary stuff in there. Like let's make it this like messed up psychological horror where it's Scarecrow, the Mad Hatter, and Killer Croc.
Okay.
Tell me, after watching Paul Dano's Riddler and all that, that you couldn't make that a sick flick.
I mean,
For real.
that's- Could be interesting.
I mean, that would be, whoa. Like, Batman would be all over the place the whole movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, between the Toxin and Mad Hatter's, you know, like, dude, and then you throw a monster.
yeah. A legitimate
Please,
monster.
like, play, yo, if you're Matt Reeves, if you're watching this, call me. Like, that right there, I would be, whoa. And then the third one, all action. Like, let me just watch
Can
like,
I get Professor Pig in one of these?
I would love that.
Well, that'd be
I
cool.
would genuinely love that.
Yeah.
He's becoming one of my more favorited characters. Like, but if we could do it that way, like detective, horror, action, like, because the cool thing is, like, we're gonna watch Bruce Wayne kind of grow up through these movies, like.
You
as
gotta
he
not
gets
stay
older,
emo through all these movies.
Right? Yeah. No, he's gonna change, and that's
He
what's
needs
so
to
cool.
become
Like,
the billionaire playboy.
like this, and that's what makes the second one perfect for horror. Like he's older, he knows the ropes now. You know what I'm saying? There is no like, oh, I don't know yet or whatever. No, it's like he knows because he's Batman. He's on it. Let's roll. And he's established these messed up villains, and he could like discover Killer Croc down in the sewers when like tripping on fear gas or something like. That would be insane, dude. Oh my.
Now, one thing I will say that I liked about this movie too is like they obviously read like 0 Year, like.
Dude,
Yeah.
bro, I told you about those 0 Year vibes,
Yeah,
right? Like,
yeah.
wasn't that fire?
They obviously read 0
Dude,
Year.
oh,
Pulled inspiration from it.
dude, when
like,
the dam, dude,
Yeah.
I mean, come on, dude, I was like 0 Year. I was in that. I was like, oh. This movie, man. Honestly, from the opening scene where we're literally looking through the Riddler's eyes when he's like scoping out the mayor or whatever, to the final scene where we're watching Batman speed off on the bat cycle, dude. Like, I was all in.
I like that the Batmobile was a car, not a tank.
That car was sick.
The car was sick.
Like
That
in the
car was
trailer,
sick.
you're like, oh yeah, it's a muscle car, it's all souped up. But
Yeah.
dude, when you really see the whole scene of it in action, dude, it just, whoo!
I really
Man.
liked Colin Farrell as the Penguin.
I can't wait for his show.
I was gonna say I don't know how I feel about the show, only
Oh, I
because
can't wait.
like Peacemaker was hilarious and
Yeah.
just great. I don't feel like this is gonna have any humor in it. Like, I mean, it's
There will be a little, but
Maybe.
but don't look at it from
Yeah.
that. Yeah, it's not going to be that.
So I don't know. I mean, I'll watch it. We'll have to see what it's about.
Yeah.
I
I think it's
I
going
hope
to be
it's
more
not
like
just-
drama, kind
yeah.
of like drama mafia style. That's literally exactly how I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it for what I genuinely believe it will be. There will be a little humor because, you know, Oswald Cobblepot's a little bit of a jokester sometimes, and the way Colin Farrell portrayed him as, you know, making wisecracks and stuff, like there'll be a little bit of that, but I think it's going to be more gritty,
very dark,
and it's going to be
Matt Reeves is
more. Yeah, it's going to be more like
right?
the underside of Gotham.
Yeah.
Which I think is going to be super cool. If it's
We'll see.
if it's done on that level, let's go.
I'm going to watch it, but
oh yeah. So speaking of, you know, characters, Paul Dano.
He was very good. He was very good as
oh man,
the Riddler. Yeah.
The first time I watched the movie through, I left the theater feeling pretty uneasy. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Because it was so realistic.
Yeah. The crazy man on the internet gets a whole bunch of crazy followers behind him
to go do some crazy
yeah. I have a question for you. I asked my wife after, and she didn't catch this, but they unmasked the guy that was like on the upper part of the stadium.
Yeah, he was all whooped. Yeah.
Was that the same guy that had confronted Bruce Wayne inside the church when Bruce Wayne was walking in the church? I think it was the same guy.
I don't know. I thought it was interesting that they stayed on him for so long, and he was like, Legends, and then he kind of looks back. He's like, I don't know. I don't know who that dude was. We would have to Google it. I think
it was the same guy. I think they were trying to send a message that this normal guy that you see in this church was also this crazy guy from the internet.
Well, and also even for a second, maybe it was because the way his face is all jacked up, but I mean, he looked like the Joe Chill from the Nolan universe. He looked like the dude who they had pull the trigger on Thomas and Martha. For a second. Again, it could have just been the way his face was wrecked, but I was like, what is he doing in this movie? And I still but I do think there was something there, but I don't know.
I think there was.
I'm sure it was a call to something.
I think what they were trying to say with that scene was this normal guy, it could be this crazy guy on the internet, you know?
Dude, see, that was what really, dude, okay, and so, I mean, so many words to say, dude. This movie really threw me for a loop, man. Like, I honestly thought the scene where they finally catch the Riddler, and then him and Batman are on the opposite side of the glass, I thought that scene was gonna pull me out of the movie. Yeah. Because in the trailer, where he punches the glass, you're kind of like, why? You know what I mean?
And at first, I kind of was like,
I'm telling you right now,
he has it all figured out. He knows that's Bruce Wayne.
Scene right there was like one of the best in the whole movie.
When it twisted, it ended up being very good,
dude. Like, and then just you're truly seeing the like psychosis, in the Riddler's mind, dude, where he just starts like freaking out on him, and then singing that weird Maria song. That was so unsettling, dude. Like, that scene was over, and I was like,
and then we find out what his actual plan was at that point.
Oh yeah, no, that's when he's really finally like cracks the.
He's like, "Oh, you haven't figured it out?"
He's like, "Oh, you're really not as smart as I thought." Yeah. Like, man, they did such a good job with this movie. Oh, so. Oswald and, you know, Enigma aside, Robert Pattinson. You didn't like him as Bruce Wayne? I didn't. I thought it was great that there was hardly any Bruce Wayne in the movie.
There wasn't.
That was great.
There wasn't a lot. I just felt when we did see him as Bruce Wayne, he reminded me of Spider-Man 3, Tobey Maguire.
Wow. There was nowhere near that bad.
My mind.
And I get
that was 100% what crossed my mind every time I saw him.
I get where you were going with
the scraggly hair and like the dark mascara, the mascara. Yeah. I mean, he just seemed like an emo kid.
Well, I mean, to be fair, he's still raw. You know, so this is year 2. So we do find out that it is the second year of him being. He has been Batman for 2 years. Yeah. I can see why he was a bit more brooding and kind of emotional as Bruce Wayne, but dude. Just Robert Pattinson in general, man. Like, people
I thought he was a really good Batman.
He's such a good actor in general. And so many people only know him for Twilight. Dude, he has done so many movies.
I've never seen a movie with him except
Dude,
for this.
he does so much indie. Dude, he's
He does
out
a
there.
lot of indie films.
He's
yes.
out there, man. Like, he has proven himself in all these movies, but people don't know that. So
'Cause
they're
they
like,
only know Twilight.
"Oh, you're a vampire." Like, I was hyped.
Are you a
And
Twihard?
He honestly, dude, Twilight is the bomb.
He's a Twihard.
Yeah, like I read the books, watched the movies. Like, if you like vampires, those books and those movies are dope.
I do
Like,
not like
even
vampire
if they're
fiction.
even if it's the love story, whatever. Like, dude, you look past that. I think, and this is just me, like werewolves, vampires, like all like those like supernatural creatures have always fascinated me, dude. Like,
See, I'm complete opposite.
Really?
I do not like vampire fiction at all.
it's my jam,
The
dude.
only
I love it. The immortality
the
thing.
only vampire fiction that I like is What We Do in the Shadows. Have you ever seen that show?
Oh, didn't they do? Oh wait, no.
There was a
I'm thinking of
movie and
something
then
else.
three seasons on FX, and it's directed by Taika Waititi.
I think they actually have that on HBO Max.
They might.
What We Do in the Shadows, because I know I've seen.
I think the movie
I haven't
is, but I
watched it.
think the show is on only on the FX app.
Is it good?
Yeah,
I mean, I'm gonna need to check it out.
so good.
Is it like actiony? Is it like what is it like
It's
comedy?
comedy. It's
Really?
a comedy,
Okay.
and it's
I'm gonna
like
check it out.
it's a mockumentary.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah,
okay.
so it's like
All
a
right.
camera crew
Those
that's
are
following
fun.
around
Vampires.
this group of vampires living.
That's
Well,
awesome.
the movie is set in New Zealand, and it follows a group of vampires in New Zealand. Taika Waititi is one of the vampires.
Dude.
And then the show is based on a group of vampires in the U.S. in New York.
Okay.
God, what's his name? The guy that did the voice of the droid in
I'm
Book of Boba Fett.
not gonna know who.
Matt Berry is his name.
Okay.
He's one of the vampires.
Okay.
And there's another guy, Colin Robinson. He is an energy vampire. So he's like that guy that works in an office, and he has a monotone voice, and he comes over and he sits and he talks to you and just annoys the shit out of you the whole time. Like that.
Okay.
Instead of like sucking blood, he sucks your energy that way.
Oh, okay.
That's how he gets his
I'll have
energy.
to check it out.
And it's hilarious.
Speaking of hilarious and Taika Waititi, he has a new show out on HBO Max.
I tried.
Our Flag Means Death.
Yes.
I
watched the first
could-
episode.
You have got to keep going
Really?
because once
That first episode was so
Yo.
bad.
wait for Taika Waititi to get in.
Really? Have you watched all of it so far?
Oh, all 6, dude.
It's only
guys.
6 episodes?
So far, there's
Oh,
going to be
there's
more.
gonna be more, okay.
Dude, Our Flag Means Death on HBO Max is hilarious, dude.
I did
Oh,
not
man.
enjoy the first episode. My wife
It
did not
just
enjoy the first
keeps
episode.
getting better, dude.
Does it? Okay.
Oh man.
If you like that, then you
Well-
probably will like.
Oh,
What
I'm
We Do
sure
in
I
the
will, but
Shadows.
like to be fair, like you're more critical of stuff. I'll enjoy literally anything you put on in front of me. Like
yeah.
I'll find a way.
Baby Shark.
Oh, you don't have a son, right?
I don't have a son.
like,
I have no children.
See, I've watched that video more than you could humanly comprehend.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's my jam.
Yeah. Huh?
Baby Shark.
Baby Shark.
Yeah.
Do do do.
Yeah. Mama
Baby
Shark.
do,
Daddy
do,
Shark.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Grandma
yeah,
Shark. Grandpa Shark. Oh yeah. I'm all in.
Oh, I
there.
didn't know there
Yeah.
was a whole family.
Oh, it's a whole.
I knew there was a
different
mommy and a
family.
daddy.
Yeah.
I didn't know there
Oh,
was a
there's
grandma
all of
and
them.
grandpa.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's pretty great.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Is it like Grandma Shark do 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 do?
and then Grandpa. Yep. Grandpa Shark dude. Yeah. And then they changed the voice. Yep. All of it. Horrible.
Fascinating.
But I've seen it, heard it 1,000 times.
Okay,
Used to listen to it in the
okay.
car. That's
Wow.
how real it was.
Don't
yeah.
have children.
Yeah. Well, someday.
It
So
will never happen.
you should watch more of that show. You guys should watch Our Flag Means Death. I'm gonna check out that What We Do in the Shadows thing.
Definitely watch it.
So now we've done Penguin, Riddler, Batman. Let's talk Catwoman.
Catwoman. I thought Zoe Kravitz was incredible as Catwoman. I thought the one piece of humor in the entire film was when they're at her apartment. He goes, "You have a lot of cats." That was the only time I laughed in the whole movie. that was all of the humor
Really,
in the
that was the
movie.
only time. I'm sure there were a few times where I was cracking up, but
Yeah, that cracked me.
That was good.
You have a lot of cats.
Cats. The overall, tone.
She was sexy. Oh my god.
They're yeah,
The
all of
tight
it.
leather,
Yeah.
like the
It was all good, man.
Zoe Kravitz kind of hot.
She is. I was a really big fan of the action scenes, And it's funny because after the first time watching it,
That car chase
I
was
thought to
really
myself, man, there wasn't a lot of like fighting in that movie, which is weird for a Batman
good.
movie.
Yeah,
When you go back and look at it, there's only like
few pieces.
a few where he's actually throwing hands,
Yeah.
but very well done.
Yeah.
They were really
The car chase
good
was
scenes.
really, really good. I enjoyed that a lot.
And see, and I'm just talking pure hand-to-hand combat.
Let's see.
There's the one in the beginning where he saves the dude from the clown guys,
Yeah.
which was dope. He
I-
was wrecking
I-
shop.
I really thought that guy was going to be Tim Drake. The guy that was half makeup.
Oh, ooh!
I thought that was going to be like
too
Tim
soon.
Drake.
It would have had to have been Dick Grayson. It was too soon.
It might have been.
Tim Drake is number 3. He don't come
That's
until way
true.
later.
I mean,
be
I guess
dope,
I was
though.
thinking about because
That'd be good,
you've watched Titans.
Yeah.
Yeah. That guy kind of looked like the guy that plays Tim Drake.
So I'm not caught up on time.
Oh, you're
I've
not?
seen like the
Okay.
first 3 seasons.
There's only 3 seasons.
4 is when
Oh, it's a 4?
Red Hood. Yeah, I believe.
No, that's 3.
Whatever it is, I'm the one.
You
right
haven't- okay,
before,
okay.
So, but
So Tim Drake is in there, and that guy looked a lot like the guy that plays Tim Drake in
that would have been cool.
Titans.
Hmm.
So
Alright.
I was expecting like some sort of Robin to show up.
I'm glad they didn't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
want a
no.
Do you want a Robin
We got
to
2 more
happen?
films.
Or are you not a Robin fan?
Oh, I'm a huge Robin fan. But...
You just want Batman? Because there was
No,
never
I
a
do.
Robin.
I just want that. You're right.
Yeah,
I
because
just love-
there's not been a
Yeah.
Robin in
It's
any
always
of the movies
it's always,
except for
the George
George
Clooney.
Clooney. Yeah, we had Chris. What was his name?
Ooh, yeah, that dude. I love that dude. He's a clown.
Chris something.
I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe. Okay.
Maybe. You know, I think
If they do it
honestly,
right.
I'd probably rather prefer like a Nightwing who just kind of like who isn't around, but like maybe like drops in for part of the movie to
Yeah.
like save him or
Yeah,
whatever.
okay.
And the horror one would maybe like down in the sewers where he just gets into this crazy battle with Killer Croc and like barely survives, and he's like out in an alley, out of the sewer or whatever. And
Nightwing is
Nightwing
like the
comes in
Deus
and-
Ex Machina that
yeah,
comes in
and saves the dude.
him.
Yo, see, if Matt Reeves doesn't call me, I'm. So, the fight scenes. The first one where he saves that random guy from the train.
Yeah.
He does like a tiny little bout with Catwoman, but it's like more playful than
it's
anything.
Definitely more playful. Yeah.
There is the what is it? Wow, why is my mind drawing a blank right now? It's the hallway scene when he comes out of the elevator in the dark and he's wrecking shop, and all you can see is bullet.
Yeah,
Wow.
that was fun. That was fun.
Sick.
Yeah,
Like,
that's cool.
That right there is the kind of stuff that just gets fans going.
And when he was going into the
And then the fourth
club.
time I can. Oh yeah, he does whoop some ass. in the
Yeah,
club.
yeah, when
a
he's
little
going
bit,
into the
a little
club.
bit, and that
Yeah.
even that one, it's a small little scene. And then there's the final one where he's taking out all the Riddler goons.
yeah,
That's 4 or 5. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And then a car chase right in the middle of all that.
Yeah,
Like, however, I thought they did a great job with it.
yeah,
Like,
no,
it was
fun.
very
It was
minimal
fun.
fighting, but the fighting he did to let you know this dude knows how to handle himself.
Yeah.
Like, and like you were saying earlier, his suit.
The suit was
I'm about to buy
pretty
one.
cool looking.
I'm
yeah.
I'm seeing these like cosplay deals
There was that,
on Instagram.
that big like
Bro,
neck piece
dude,
and like the
all of it,
Yeah.
the removable, in the
the removable
and the
back piece.
things on the
the leather
pad,
nose.
bro.
Yeah,
Oh
like
man! See, I
And-
didn't know how I felt about that nose at first, but it grew on me.
I liked it. I also the fact that it could turn into like a wingsuit.
Oh yeah, we and just dude, yo, it was on fire, dude. That suit is
The suit was
sick,
pretty cool. The
dude.
suit was pretty cool.
Yeah, man. I all the characters and Jeffrey Wright.
I love
as-
Jeffrey
dude,
Wright.
He made a great Jim Gordon.
He was awesome.
really
he was
did.
probably my favorite character in the movie. I thought he did an amazing job as Jim Gordon. Like that's exactly how I picture Jim Gordon, like his
I would-
demeanor and everything.
For me, I would have to say Paul Dano stole the show.
I loved him in the Hunger Games movies, and if you've never seen Westworld,
Wow, we keep talking about that. Man.
he was
I gotta
Bernard
watch it.
in Westworld, and that when that twist happens in the first season with him.
Spoil it.
Yeah, I'm not
I'm
going
gonna check
to,
it
but
out.
there is a major twist with him in the first season. And when that happened, I legitimately remember yelling at my TV, like, "What the fuck?" like
That's how you
it
know it's
caught
good,
me
man.
off guard, like
That's
completely. And just I've always loved him as an actor since that particularly that episode of Westworld. Like I liked
awesome.
all of Westworld.
Okay.
But when that happened, like cemented that like Jeffrey Wright is one of my favorite actors.
I mean, and he did a great job in this movie.
He did. He did an excellent job. When they cast him, I was like, oh yeah, no, I see that.
Gonna
like,
love it.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's,
Mhm.
you know,
Yeah.
like he's got that kind of gritty police voice
Yeah.
already.
Cop on the force.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, and he wasn't even commissioner yet. He's just Lieutenant Gordon now.
Just a lowly lieutenant.
By the third movie, he'll be commissioner, right?
Dude, there is so much potential.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, this again for me, this topped the charts, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I loved it, and
it was
cannot
good.
wait.
I still like the 1989 Batman. I mean, that was the Batman
Right.
movie from when I was a kid.
Well, and I mean, no one is gonna deny that all of the other Batman movies have their own. You know what I'm saying?
Except for that one.
And that's where we were. You know, that's where you and I are. Like I'm just happy that I get to see it on the big screen.
The Batman versus Superman movie, so I didn't see it in theaters. I watched that on Blu-ray, and I watched the like extended edition of it for the first time that I watched it, and like 2 hours into the movie, I'm like, God, has anything even happened in this movie yet?
Dude, I was watching Comic Storian on YouTube the other day, another comic YouTube channel, and you know, Benny and Saul were cracking me up. Shout out if you guys are watching this. They were creating their own DC Comics universe. They were talking about how they would lay it out, because right now DC is kind of in comics, and that's kind of something that we're going to talk about next week. We're going to talk about what's going on in comics, but they were talking about how they would line it up, and honestly, I'm sitting there listening to it, and I'm like, yo, this is kind of fire. Like, I would love to see it all start from zero and do all, and they had a cool way to do it too. And I was like, yo, that's insane. And they were talking about how they were gonna do like a World's Finest with like Batman and Superman, where they like meet up or whatever and like team up or whatever. And one of them was like
literally coming out next week.
One of them was like, yo, and we're not gonna do that thing that they did in BVS where Batman's like, I'm gonna kill that son of a bitch. Like, I was like, what? Dude, just the way he out of nowhere, and like even in the it's such a beautiful thing. Oh, look at it. Yeah, I've been waiting on it for so long. But even just like the way he out of nowhere, dude, that is hilarious. Yo, that's actually
Batman Superman, World's Finest. It literally comes out this week.
So confident. Check that out. It's beautiful. World's Finest, baby. Look at that. But he was just the way he out of nowhere. He said that, and he said it in Batman's voice. Like, I gotta kill that son of a bitch. Just so, because he in the movie, that's exactly what he's all about. He's just like, oh, this alien exists. I gotta off him. Like, it's just, dude. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. This one's actually super dope. Superman and old Alfred riding the Batmobile together.
No, it's not Alfred. It's Jerry Seinfeld.
Why?
It's Jerry Seinfeld, and he's got that riding in cars with comedians.
It actually says Jerry on his. Cheers, Jerry.
It's Jerry Seinfeld in cars with superheroes.
Yo, okay. If
Jerry Seinfeld is a massive Superman fan.
In my opinion, if you're on the cover of a comic book with Batman and Superman, you've made it. So, and we all know Jerry Seinfeld has made it.
So Jerry Seinfeld is a
I'm really jealous right now.
massive Superman fan. Like, if you go back and watch Seinfeld, which I am not a fan of Seinfeld.
Really?
No, I didn't. Not my thing.
Okay.
But every episode has Superman in it somewhere, like in the background.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah,
huh.
Like that's a thing. He's a massive Superman fan.
Yeah.
So yeah, Jerry Seinfeld in the Batmobile with Batman and Superman.
That's incredible. So yeah, they were talking about that. I thought it was really funny. But yeah, I mean, I'm not hating on all the other Batman movies, man. I think they were all top tier in their time, and I think just as time goes on, just the times change.
Have you watched all of the you watched both of the Joel Schumacher films, both of the what's his name, Edward Scissorhands. The director.
Oh, Tim Burton?
Tim Burton, yes. Both the Tim Burton films. You've seen both those,
yeah,
right?
The Catwoman Penguin one, and then the other
Joker.
one. Yeah, the Joker one. Yeah.
And you've seen both of the Joel Schumacher.
I've seen all the Batman movies, except apparently
for the
this
1966.
Adam West one. So, and each one of them are incredible in their own way. Like, I could go back and watch any of them at any point in time, and I'm like, man, this is good stuff.
I do not like Batman Forever or Batman and Robin.
Oh, bat nipples? Give me
Bat
some.
nipples.
I'm all in, dude.
It was funny. We were talking about bat nipples today. So we were talking about there's a book that are you reading Crossover?
No, we keep.
No, okay. I didn't think so. We were talking about Crossover today, and in this new issue, without spoiling anything, someone is given something from a comic book. Like one of the humans in the book is given something from a comic book, and it's something that like I would kill to have. So that's what Trevor said. If he could have anything from a comic book, it would be bat nipples.
Yo, that's hilarious. I can see him just having that moment of pause and being like, bat nipples.
If there's anything you could have out of a comic, anything that's been in a comic book, what would you?
I mean, obviously, I'm going to pick something of immeasurable power. Like the Infinity Gauntlet.
Right? That was my choice.
Yeah, like if I could, then I just
that or a lightsaber.
I don't trust myself with a lightsaber.
I don't either. I would totally Luke that thing and.
I've.
How does this work?
I've stated this so many times. If you know me, you've probably heard me say this. I
still want a lightsaber though.
Like, I wouldn't have made it out of like toddlerism. Like I would have gone like. There's no way.
Just actually chop your head off. And
I'm thinking about that. Like I thought about that so many times. I wouldn't stand a chance. Like I've played with too many toy lightsabers, and every time. Yep, I kick my own ass with it. Like there's no,
just grab it by the blade.
I don't even know how they would work in real life because so many people.
Have you ever seen what are they called? Hammersmith or something, or
the people who made the real one?
Yeah.
See, I don't trust myself. Yeah, no. I mean,
they
but
made
that would be
Captain
cool.
America shield with like a magnet release,
or maybe like Mjolnir. Like if I could see, I don't even trust myself.
Are you
to
worthy
enough? Exactly. Like I see, like it would just be sitting somewhere for
wow. I mean, I don't think I'm worthy enough.
So I would probably pick something of like
incredible power.
Yeah.
I don't trust myself with the Infinity Gauntlet either. I'd use it for dumb shit.
I mean, but that's the fun part because then you just control all of reality.
I really want a cheeseburger right now.
See, and you just kind of and then
Like
I don't think that's not wrong. Like because I'll tell you right now, before I give myself that cheeseburger, I'm gonna make sure everyone on the planet has a cheeseburger.
I definitely. I mean, I wouldn't snap half of all creatures away.
And that's why you're an okay guy.
Yeah. I just want to use it for cheeseburgers.
See, like
maybe some ice cream afterwards.
I don't think I think that a few problems could be tweaked and fixed with a couple of snaps of some fingers.
I definitely like travel through time quite a bit.
And you know what? You could do that.
Yeah, it'd be awesome.
Like that's I think
I'd probably
that would have to be the one.
I'd probably end up being killed as like a sorcerer back in like the 1400s. Or I might get the Black Plague.
I could see you getting into one of those situations where like somehow you like lose the gauntlet and you're stuck in like the 1300s. I could see that you getting sucked into some.
That would 100% be me.
Yeah, I could see that.
I'm gonna let me just hide this somewhere real quick.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Where did I hide this?
We need a movie about that. That'd be so good, dude. But see, a live-action crossover movie. There you go. That'd be dope.
That'd be phenomenal.
I
still call me.
I'm about to say I haven't even read it. I guarantee.
You haven't read any of it?
None of it, but I guarantee I'd watch it. Like if Donny Cates is writing it, I guarantee I already love it. I don't even know what it's about. I already love it. Like I know the premise, but I'm already
such a good series.
Yeah. So
it is one of the best comics.
In my opinion, this Batman movie was one of the best Batman movies.
In my opinion, this Batman movie was okay. I would go watch it again.
And you know what?
I'll watch it again when it's not in theaters. When I can't wait. Sit at home on HBO Max and just put it on my big screen and
actually have the right experience.
Sit back and watch it.
Yeah, and drink your alcoholic Chucky milk.
Alcoholic Chucky milk. So
yes, dude. That's so good.
You just don't even understand how good this
alcohol.
is.
Like I said, dude, those alcoholic Chucky milks are my jam as well.
I like to mix just weird stuff.
All of it, yeah.
When I drank more like sugar soda and stuff like that, vodka and the red Mountain Dew.
Code Red is top tier.
Oh yeah, I mean, mixing that with vodka
with anything is amazeballs. Yeah. The flavored Mountain Dews are a gift from the heavens.
I don't like any of the other flavored Mountain Dews. I
Really?
like Mountain Dew,
That's crazy.
and I like red Mountain Dew.
Live Wire is
That's the orange one, right?
Yeah.
I can drink the orange one, but
God,
that's the
it's so
only other color I can drink. I do not like Baja Blast. Everybody loves Baja Blast. I do not like Baja Blast.
Okay.
'Cause they're
You could've
actually-
warned me with a hot take real quick.
Sorry, bro.
Jeez,
Sorry,
dude.
Yeah, no,
Wow.
I've tried it a bunch of times just at Taco Bell, and
Oh,
I am not a
man.
fan. Not a fan.
Just like you weren't that big of a fan of the band.
Let me tell you. So I used to be a very big World of Warcraft player. Like
Oh, yeah.
I played for 12 years, like it was my job.
Love
Like I worked a full-time job and then played World of Warcraft as a full-time job without money. I was a raid leader, like progression rating, all that. So let me tell you, when Mountain Dew released World of Warcraft flavors, there was a Horde and Alliance flavor. I was so excited. And I went to a local convenience store and I talked to them about it, and I was like, I want a case of each. And they only came in like the bottle, so it was like 36 bottles. And they weren't cheap. Like this was like $70 to get both of these.
Yeah.
And I was so excited when I got these and got them home.
And then you were.
I tasted both of them and I hated both of them. They were so gross.
See, you gotta get one. You gotta try it before. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Hey,
no,
but
no,
you
no.
know what?
I
A
was
valuable lesson was learned.
literally
that day.
all in from the beginning. And yeah, no. it
Just like
was-
me with literally any Batman movie that comes out, I'm all in right off the
Yeah,
bat.
yeah.
Okay. So, ladies and gentle friends, those are our thoughts on the Batman movie. I thought it was an incredible detective noir, psycho thriller,
It's definitely
action hero.
Yeah, it was definitely a fun,
awesome.
solving the
experience.
mystery, solving the riddle. And as we talked about last week, like the Riddler is one of my favorite Batman bad
Yes.
guys, only
Yeah.
because he is down to earth. He is not like a
It's
machismo. He is not.
Yeah. It's
He is not a
realistic.
fighter. He
Yeah.
is. He uses his brain.
That was what made him so unsettling in the movie.
Yes.
He was so like you could see that happening
yes.
outside of a world where there are superheroes.
Yes, absolutely.
Kind of like honestly, kind of like the Joker movie with Joaquin Phoenix. Like
Ooh, I don't
this
know.
is what it. You said you didn't like that movie. See, this is the kind of.
So I just watched that movie for the first
Okay,
time.
this is why we have those. This is there's always a back and forth. You get both sides of the
just
story,
watched this movie 3 weeks ago for the first
and you
time.
didn't like it.
Did not like it. No.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I've changed the docket for next week. We're going to talk about this movie, the Joker movie with Joaquin Phoenix next week, because we've got
You
to.
don't want to hear my opinion.
We need to dissect all of the reasons you could possibly not like
And-
that movie.
Let me tell you what pisses me off so much, and it's not even about this movie. So I didn't care for the movie. I just didn't think it was a good movie, for many, many, many reasons. But the fact that it was nominated for an Academy Award and Spider-Man: No Way Home was not is a travesty. It shows me that superhero movies can be nominated for an Academy Award, but just not the right one. Because The Joker was not a great movie. And if we go by, like, I'm not even just my opinion, I'm going to go by critic scores and audience scores from various scoring websites. No Way Home definitely ranks way higher than
Yeah, but the Joker
Joker.
movie still ranked.
The Joker.
well.
68.
I mean, maybe now.
Oh, 68. It's a 68 on Rotten Tomatoes right now. It's a 68 on Rotten Tomatoes. With an 80,
Years later.
It was 68 on Rotten Tomatoes with an 80% audience score. Spider-Man: No Way Home is sitting at a 93% critic, 98% audience score. You're telling me that this was not the best movie of the year?
I mean,
It was 100% the best movie of this last year.
We agreed it should win all the awards.
It should win all of the awards. Academy Award, if you're listening to me. You.
We might have to take a deeper dive into that. But great movies all around. Guys, if you have seen the Batman movie, let us know what you thought about it. Again, like, comment, subscribe, and share this, guys. We're doing a giveaway at 200 people. 200 subscribers. We're going to do a little fun something. I'm excited about that. If you want to get in on some comics, check out leagueofcomicgeeks.com. Or hit me up on Instagram at collectmeifimwrong. Either way,
comics coming out next week really quickly.
either way, you're gonna win. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get some dope books. You know,
Next week is not a big week for comics. Marvel only has 8 books coming out. DC does not have very many either.
Okay, fair enough.
So it'll be a very quick new comics for next week. So the first is World's Finest, Batman and Superman, written by Mark Waid, who's a very good writer. But even more, the artist on it is a guy named Dan Mora. I absolutely love Dan Mora. He has been doing a book called Once in Future from Boom.
Oh, dude,
and
yeah.
The Once in Future, the story is okay.
I almost bought the hardcover style of like Something Is Killing Children.
Yeah.
You know how they had?
Yeah.
I almost
I have
bought
it.
that.
I have it.
Is it dope?
Yeah. So the art in it, the story in it is okay. The art in it is absolutely incredible. So it's Dan Moore doing the art, and then a woman named Tamara Bonvillain who's doing the color in it. And I feel like she's one of the best color artists in the industry. And the two of them together are just
And this is
phenomenal.
continuing the Once in Future story?
Huh? Wait, huh? No, this is World's Finest. This is Batman Superman World's Finest.
Done by the
Artist
Gotcha,
from
gotcha.
Once in Future.
Okay, so it's gonna be hot.
And it has Jerry Seinfeld on the cover of one of the covers. Batman the Night comes out. So this is Chip Zdarsky's Batman retelling of the origin story of Batman.
Nice.
Which makes it even more exciting that he is taking over Batman at number 125.
Yeah.
So that's very exciting. The final issue of Soul Plumber comes out this week. If you're into horror, it's part of the DC horror line.
Okay.
It's been a very weird book. It's done by the people who do the podcast. The last podcast on the left, I think is what it's called. It's a horror themed podcast.
Okay.
They're the ones writing this.
All right.
The War for Earth 3, Part 3, The Flash, number 780 is out this week.
Okay.
Green Lantern didn't come out. Huh. New Nightwing, number 90. And then Wonder Woman 785 is Part 3 of The Trial of the Amazons. So that is DC this week. Marvel this week, as I said, a very light week. 8 books is very unusual. They're usually about 12, 13. So we do get Carnage number 1 this week. So it's a new ongoing Carnage series written by Ram V. So I'm very excited about that one.
Okay.
Eternals, the Heretic. So this is a side story about Thanos.
Okay.
So
That'd be dope.
that's going to be fun. The Avengers 54. So Amazing Spider-Man 92.BEY. So they've been doing like weekly Spider-Man, like since they started the Beyond storyline. These .BEY books have been okay, but it's not Spider-Man. So we'll see.
You're really hype about the new Amazing Spider-Man number 1.
Oh, I'm so excited about this. Zeb Wells is the writer on it. He's been one of the writers on Beyond, but there's like 5 writers that are writing this because they're releasing it weekly. And he has been my favorite of these. So I'm not as excited about the artwork in it, though. It's John Romita Jr. I'm not a big John Romita Jr. fan. But yeah, no, I'm hyped. 900 is going to be issue 6, like 900 Legacy Spider-Man.
Okay.
Will be issue 6 of the new series. That's going to be good. The internal art's done by Ed McGuinness on that book. And I really like Ed McGuinness. The Reckoning War Trial of the Watcher. So this is part of the Fantastic Four storyline that's going on right now. The Reckoning War. And then the final issue of 10 Lives of Wolverine. So right now there's 10 Lives and 10 Deaths of Wolverine going on. They're releasing weekly. Big reveal in issue 4 of 10 Deaths. It was a lot of fun. And so 10 Lives is basically Wolverine is having to go back in time to stop Omega Red, who's going back in time, who's trying to kill Professor X before he like he's trying to kill Professor X's father and then Professor X before he became Professor X and stuff like that. And so Wolverine's going back in time trying to stop him. At the same time, in 10 Deaths of Wolverine, there is a Wolverine from the future that is coming back trying to stop Krakoa from falling apart due to Moira McTaggart's interference from the after effects of Inferno. So there's a lot going on in these 2 books, and it's a lot of fun. I love X-Men. I love Wolverine.
Okay,
So
love it. All right.
and then let's see here. King Spawn number 8, Scorch number 3. So we're getting 2 Spawn books in the same week. The Boom stuff not. So no Boom stuff coming out this week. That's crazy. Stillwater, The Escape. Are you familiar with Stillwater? So it's written by Chip Zdarsky. It's an Image book, and it's basically within the city limits of this town, no one can die. Like,
oh, we talked about this like a couple months ago. Yeah, where that kid falls off the thing, and the dude's like, "Whoa!" And then the kid
just gets back up.
Yeah,
and it's fine.
Yeah.
So, so the kids can't even grow up or anything. Like this, is like a 30-year-old man in the body of an 8-year-old kid, because like within the bounds of the city, you can't even age. And so, Interesting. Some stuff happened. A kid ended up becoming the mayor after the sadistic, tyrannical mayor was removed from office, and he allowed the children that wanted to leave the town so that they could grow up, but then come back to the town later. But now a lot of people are like, we want to die. Like, we don't want to live like this forever. We don't want to be immortal. So I'm guessing that's kind of what The Escape is going to. I mean, that's what I would guess The Escape is.
Yeah, exactly. About. Yeah. Okay.
Right. So it has been a very good story. I love Chip Zdarsky.
Interesting.
Another book I've really been liking is What's the Furthest Place from Here? It's kind of a post-apocalyptic story.
Been hearing good things about that.
It is incredible. It's very Lord of the Flies. Yeah. Kids kind of roll themselves. Adults aren't allowed. And love it.
Love it.
There's Boom. I don't know why it didn't show up. Basilisk 8. Basilisk has been an absolutely incredible series. So yeah, that's the stuff that's coming out next week.
That's the hotness.
Come stop by, pick up some comic books.
Oh my goodness. Thank you guys for tuning in as always. You guys are awesome. Man, 200 subscribers. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
200.
Next week, we're gonna talk about what is going on in the comic industry, man.
Okay.
There's weird stuff going on, and we're going to talk about it, guys. So get excited. Thank you. As always, we love you guys. See you next week.